Hey everybody, Chris Matan here, eXp Commercial. Hey, I specialize in multifamily brokerage. I've been at it for over 30 years selling apartment buildings, and it's something that I really enjoy. I love talking to owners of multifamily properties. I even enjoy talking to tenants, believe it or not. I've had my handful of tenants and my share of stories and experiences, and I love to hear the wins and the losses from ownership. And sometimes it's the tenants that keep you in the game, and sometimes it's the tenants to push you out. And over the years, I've learned different processes and different systems on how to get properties to market, how to broker them and sell them properly, and doing it in such a way that really honors the cadence and the timeline and the goal of the seller and of ownership. And that's why I've put together a multifamily seller's guide. Now, it's called the Northeast Ohio Multifamily Seller's Guide because I base myself in Northeast Ohio in Cleveland. However, I do have some ties still to the Chicago market as well as South Florida. And the guide really spans all markets. It's broken down into six sections. And the first step is really identifying why you're selling, and there's a number of reasons why somebody would want to sell their property. It's important to really figure out and dial in what the reason is, because that is going to affect how we bring the property to market. And then all the way down to why you should hire me, which is arguably the more important question, because you could hire anybody. And, everybody's got experience, everybody's got, the same access to things. Some people may talk differently than others. There's definitely a rapport that's built. But one of the most important things that I really feel I bring to the table is patience, and I really work to your cadence. The most important thing is the outcome and how that comes about for you. What the result is to you. And I will take my time. I'll work on your timeline, not on my timeline, and get it sold, under contract, and closed under the best circumstances that fit what you're trying to accomplish. And that's really important because you don't just want to haphazardly take a property to market. You want to make sure that it's priced properly, not necessarily to its value, but to its positioning inside of the market. And I explained that in the document. Also, your exit. Why are you exiting? Are you exiting the business altogether? Is there any tax strategy that you're dealing with? Have you spoken to a CPA? Do you know what your tax liability is going to be? Are you familiar with a 1031 exchange? There are a bunch of things that go into the whole process. It goes all the way from meeting for the first day through talking to your accounting team and your legal team, and making sure that the right process is put in place for you. So anyway, I want to offer this guide to you for free. Anybody out there that's got multifamily property that listen, part of the whole transaction process and ownership process is buying, operating, and then selling. And it just depends on when the timeline is on all that. But you might as well be familiar with what the selling process is right away while you're in the buying process. So this guide will help you do that. You can go to www.therealestatemachine.show.com, get your free guide there, just sign up, and I'd be happy to walk through it with you, visit you at your property, talk over the phone, over a Zoom, whatever it takes, whatever is easiest for you and makes most sense. So again, hit up www.therealestatemachine.show.com. I will put a link in the description, and you can get it there as well. Until then, have a great day and hope to see you guys real soon.